Hi everyone. So this evening I wanted to use my beetroots. So I was trying to find a recipe that I'd like to eat and something that would use up a few beetroots. So this one actually contains 3 medium-sized beetroots, and you'll never guess, but I am making a beetroot mudcake, and this is Dr. Libby Weaver's recipe. So I've got the beetroot here, the cacao, desiccated coconut, dates. You can use maple syrup or raw honey, whatever you'd like to use, and that's psyllium husks, currants or raisins, and that's Brazil nuts. So what I'm going to do first, see, I've ground the nuts down, got everything prepared, and ground that in the Thermomix as well, the beetroots. So first of all, I'm going to mix in my Thermomix the raisins, the dates, and I've got raw honey. That's what I'm using today. Raw honey, and that's 1/4 cup of raw honey, 1/2 cup of raisins or currants, and 4 medjool dates, but I just used just normal dates, but to the equivalent of 4. And I also ground those down a bit, diced them down in the Thermomix. So you add those and then you give it a blend so that it's smooth. Now because of this the Thermomix, it doesn't take really long. Everything is time, cuts everything down, so oh sorry, the Thermomix cuts the time down by a lot. So I'll blend this down. Okay, it's starting to look really nice. I'll just grab my spatula. Okay, someone's moved it. Okay, see how that's come together really nicely. It's a bit dark in here, in this corner. Okay, and then to that I shall add the nuts and the beetroot. So that's 2 cups of Brazil nuts that I had already ground. It's really nice and soft. Here is the beetroots. Okay, and I'm going to process all of that. That's a lot of beetroots. But I have made this before. There is a lot in there. See how it's going. Okay, yep, it's coming together nicely. Bring it some more. sister has a thermo cooker that she bought from Aldi, and she says that hers is just as good as this Thermomix. I mean, this Thermomix costed what, 2,000, but it's all really good quality, and you can take it apart and put it in your dishwasher. It's German made, but yeah, the thermo cooker at Aldi, the new one cost about 500, but the one she got was on sale, the older model, and she only paid like $150, I think it was, or 199. So yeah, it's a big difference, but yeah, that's really nice. You can see the consistency of that. And to that we will now add the psyllium husks, all the dry ingredients. Psyllium husks, the desiccated coconut, and the cacao. And I'll blend that, and that's how we make the mud cake. And then I think I'm going to put this one into make the cupcakes, make muffins out of them. And then I just have to make the icing, which is all healthy ingredients as well. Okay, I'll just set this to mix. I'll set it at a minute, but I don't think it needs that long. Working away now. Okay, that's looking good. See that down there, mixing up nicely. Okay, so I'll put it into the muffin tins and bake them, and then I'll show you how to do the topping. Okay, so this is a large muffin tray, and I got 11 muffins out of that mixture, and I tricked you. It's a no bake, so you just refrigerate it for 15 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to make the icing. It actually looks like a red velvet cake, doesn't it? And the texture of it's really nice too. Okay, so now I'm going to make the chocolate icing. So I've got 100 grams of cacao butter melted down, a teaspoon of tamari. I've got a cup of raw unsalted cashews, half a cup of cacao powder, half a cup of, I've got raw honey, but you can use maple syrup, and you only need a teaspoon of lemon. Okay, so you put all of these ingredients in first. So you've got the cashews, the cacao, the sweetener of your choice, I mean, I think you could probably use less depending on your taste, or more, totally up to you. So we're going to blend all of these. That's about a teaspoon. We're going to blend all of that. And then once that's blended, we are going to add the cacao butter to that slowly while it's Still blending. Okay. Nice. Okay. Still has some little bits of nuts there that aren't blended together, but it's nice and thick. So we'll have a really nice consistency once the cacao butter goes in. Keep blending that. Coming together really nicely. Okay, let's add in the cacao. Just make that a little more smoother. Okay, I'm going to take the lid off that so I can pour in the cacao butter. Okay, so I ended up having to blend it a little bit longer, and I'm thinking that maybe I would blend the nuts first, but just showing you the consistency, it tastes delicious, just like chocolate icing, but except healthy for you. So I would recommend that you give this a go, and they taste delicious. See how thick that is? Doesn't that look great? I'm about to taste it. I'll let you know how it is.